What up? 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 I ain't got long. I just went got me something to eat. About to go back upstairs. But before I go, I wanted to kind of come on here and talk about the deal actually is. I just know that Jay-Z has set up some damn deal with the NBA where he's basically getting something, whatever. Him and Rock Nation, right? And I know I know everybody don't got a short memory. It's what was that? 2.5 years ago, Colin Kaepernick, when he saw he wasn't finished start in the NFL no more, when he wasn't, he pretty much started kneeling for the national anthem, and he spoke once or twice, right, about the whole, issue of, cops killing unarmed blacks and things like that. He said black and brown. You know what I'm saying? Good evening, Johnny, even though it's 12:45. Anyway, he spoke about it. He made a good point. He was just talking about how messed up it is for the government to, not the government, but, just the stuff that happened with people getting shot, right? And I agree with his cause. I think it is messed up that they kill black people, unarmed black people. I also think that if we're gonna have some sort of change, we don't need your ass kneeling for the national anthem. No, I didn't hear about the young man in Talladega. I don't know what happened, but at any rate, like they might have been a shot and killed somebody in Talladega. I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is this, man. Like all these celebrities over the last couple of years, you guys remember a few years ago before Colin Kaepernick, Beyonce took the halftime show. She's out there in Black Panther outfits. People need to assess their own level of blackness and look in the mirror. In order to achieve a certain level, one has to ally the power structure to specific category at some point. Brother, you way ahead of where I'm trying to go. That's where I was about to go. Let me build first, man. You just went straight for the jugular, brother. Let me get it on out, right? Because it have been plenty of time. I remember being called a bootlicking coon because I said I didn't rock with that stupid ass shit that them NFL players was doing. I thought it was stupid. And I specifically remember brothers calling me a coon. They said I remember I had a hangout on my channel and I about wanted to fight this nigga when this cat told me, y'all Southern niggas is scared. Like, what the fuck you mean Southern nigga? Bitch, what the fuck? I was ready to go at that nigga. Like, nigga, don't be telling me I'm scared because I'm sitting up here saying you are an athlete with $30, $40 million contracts kneeling for the national anthem, not really getting us any type of tangibles that we as black people can use to really fight racism and white supremacy. These celebrities are by far the only way to protest the NFL is not to play. Exactly. That's it. Exactly. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think a lot of these NFL players, it's not just the NFL, man. Because Jay-Z been representing a lot of NFL players. He was on the field at the Super Bowl. Y'all see, I live in Atlanta. I remember when Big Gip from Goody Mob, who one of the realest rappers one of the rappers that I respect is Gip, one of the Goody Mob, right? 3,000 guys. Those are guys I respect. Of course, that's my generation. But still, I respect those guys, right? And Gip was on there with Choke No Joke. And Gip was like, this nigga Colin Kaepernick, why he ain't out here in the streets speaking? Why he ain't here, making a statement at the Super Bowl instead of getting on to Gladys Knight, a lady that then had to walk in through back doors and really dealt with some real oppression, which I respected. Because everybody called Gladys Knight a coon, and they was going in on Gladys Knight for singing the national anthem. See, I remember that shit. I remember they was going in on Travis Scott. Jay-Z himself was trying to say, why, Travis Scott, why are you singing the national anthem? What's his name? Meek Mills. Meek Mills was getting on to Travis Scott. Meek Mills put a post up. Travis Scott shouldn't be doing the national anthems, talking some shit. I'm like, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Why you getting on to this brother for doing the national anthem? This brother got $500,000 sent to Van Jones' little organization or whatever. Like, people, that. My thing is, man, And then what get me, these same woke, conscious ass rappers, T.I., Killer Mike, they all co-signing it. Wait a minute. Y'all niggas was the main ones. If somebody, when it come for the halftime show, Rihanna turned it down. These niggas was the main ones. So it ain't that. I'm gonna tell y'all something about Jay-Z. Jay-Z is about money. Jay-Z loves money. And I'm not saying that money's not important. I'm not saying that, the Bible says money answers things on the earth. But I'm so sick of us as black people. We need to, and Yvette Carnell made a good point. What's that guy's name? Talib Kweli went after the ADOS movement and basically said anybody that pushes the ADOS movement is just like these people that's going around here shooting people. And everybody got mad with Talib Kweli, rightfully so, because that was the coolest I ever heard in my life when he said that. But the thing is, Yvette Carnell, who y'all know I ain't the biggest fan of, but I respect their movement because I do think that there needs to be something done for DOAS, ADOS, however you want to put it, right? And she made a point. She says a lot of this is why I don't support or condone rappers, because they're loud and wrong. I think we as black people, one of our biggest problems, we're the only segment of the population that wants to have our leadership be, celebrities. Motherfuckers that, okay, you know how to bounce a basketball. Now you finna tell me about financial shit. You know how to basketball. You know how to bounce a basketball. You know how to throw a football. You know how to put a couple of subject and verbs together and make a rhyme here and there. So now I'm finna listen to your ass when it comes to politics, about how I should operate and function in America. We finna listen to a dumbass nigga like, I'm gonna just go and say it, David Banner, who was in Atlanta telling black folks that we need to start retaliating against the police, right? And to his credit, Life Jennings was like, man, that's stupid. You telling niggas that they need to go to war with the police? And what did he say? It's retaliation. Now I understand, you got some of this woke conscious people out here that'll say some shit like that. Ain't now one of them pulling the trigger yet. I've seen one of, no, I take that back. The dude, Micah, about 4 years ago, before Obama got out, that guy took him. It's about one or two guys that actually did go at the cops. But is that the best way for us as a people to build some sort of, power, wealth, and influence or something? No. And I think like he was just saying, hold on 1 second. What did he say? Let me see. Talib Kweli is in denial of who God made him. Yeah, it's part of a trans identity crowd shedding any labels. True. Jay-Z is only about the money. Yeah, Jay-Z will sell his soul for the money. Jay-Z, that's why he do. Go look at Blueprint. I ain't finna go back into what I went into yesterday on my video. Go look at that Blueprint 3 on to the next video. With all that evil shit up in that video. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but Jay-Z, I'm gonna go on. I know I'm gonna probably piss off some Jay-Z fans. Jay-Z damn near gets worshipped. And he's like Black Jesus to a lot of people. But I'm gonna say this, right? I'm gonna piss some people off, but I gotta say this. I don't think Jay-Z's a billionaire. I don't. I think Jay-Z is a front man. And you guys think, okay, man, you crazy. Jay-Z a billionaire. Do me a favor. Before you put in the comment section or before you put in the chat that Jay-Z's not a billionaire, Jay-Z's a billionaire, they just brought out the article, go look up. It was him and Jermaine Dupri on a show, right? And him and Jermaine Dupri were talking, and Jay-Z lied and said he was bragging about how much money he spent to be a part of the New Jersey Nets, which we all know now are the Brooklyn Nets, but we all know that was like a 0.1% that he owned. And let's assume at the time that the team was worth $300 million, because until the Clippers were sold, the New Jersey Nets, no basketball team was worth. They didn't think they were worth that much, so it shot up exponentially after the Clippers sold. So before then, when Jay-Z got in with the New Jersey Nets, he probably had to put up 1% of 200. Let's say $2 million, 1/10 of 1%. That's what, 200,000. I mean, that's how much he owned. So if he owned 1/10 of a, he didn't even own 1%. And he was going out here and they was bragging. He was coming around all these rappers and dropping rhymes and freestyles about how he owned a team. And he was a front man by that Russian owner of the New Jersey Nets who wanted to get into Brooklyn. And they used him as a battering ram, thereby to get into Brooklyn, into that neighborhood. And so what I'm saying, look, I'm not bitching about it. I'm just saying we need to watch who we follow and who we believe in and who we look up to. I would rather you look up to, like, Jay-Z has been a front man for a lot of people. I'm not the biggest Jay-Z fan. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? He invested in ankle monitors. Wasn't for prison reform when Meek needed to meet with Trump on prison reform. I mean, that's another thing. Like, I don't trust these damn celebrities, man. So let me get this straight. All these people are mad at Kim Kardashian for going to the White House and trying to get prison reform. They claiming it wasn't her, it was these two black. Well, we know Kim Kardashian ain't no real fucking lawyer. So if it's gonna be any type of legal shit, it's gonna be the sisters that really have law degrees that's doing it. Fine. I mean, I don't know why everybody brought that out like that was a revelation. But the thing that got me about that shit, all them meetings that motherfuckers was, you know how many times a week people was in the White House partying with the Obamas? When Obama was in there, when niggas was getting shot down and choked damn near every other day. How many times was Al Sharpton having his ass at the White House per year? 30, 40 times a year? How many times was Jay-Z and B in the White House? Will and Jada, all these people in the White House with Barack Obama. Ain't nobody have nothing to say. Meanwhile, we out here getting shot, choked, like shit just, I mean, they damn near the whole country about to have a fucking riot. And they at the damn White House partying. See what I'm saying? I ain't got no respect. We need to stop looking up to these celebrities. We need to stop looking up to people like David Banner is to me, is probably one of the, every time his mouth moving is some dumb shit, damn near. For me, the way I look at it. This nigga, like I say, came to Atlanta and made the point he was making about how he won't, we need to do something against the police. And then, Life Jennings was like, dude, what you trying to say? I mean, you talking about going to war with the cops? He talking about he gonna pay niggas bail? Name one person who David Banner paid their bail. Because there's been a couple of people that had some skirmishes with the police. David Banner ain't offered to pay shit. David Banner, and that's the thing, is all this grandstanding that these celebrities do to win you guys over. These guys are out of touch. I'm not begrudging the guys for having money. I'm not, because I want money too. We all want to get there. I'm not knocking where they are. Get what I'm saying? But then they try to come back because they feel guilty because they done made it out the hood. They don't see the hood no more. You know what I'm saying? A$AP Rocky told the truth. I ain't in the hood, nigga. I'm in Soho. I'm in Beverly Hills. He telling you what he is. You think he by himself? You think A$AP Rocky was by himself? That's how you know these niggas is out of touch with the stuff they say and do. They gonna turn around. They like Jay-Z. They know Jay-Z. He's their friend. Jay-Z did a deal with the NFL. And although everybody been out here complaining with the NFL because Travis Scott ain't big as he is. See, Travis Scott ain't on Jay-Z level. So if Travis Scott wants to get out here and formulate a deal or did something with the NFL and got some money to go in the community, you still had niggas making videos on YouTube and people, that nigga, he sold us out. That nigga, he needs to be canceled. Remember that shit? I can name a couple of YouTubers. I'm not going to go there. That said Travis Scott should have been canceled for doing the halftime show. That told Goody Mob they was cooning. Told all these Atlanta rappers that if they want to show some love for Atlanta and be proud that they hosting the Super Bowl in Atlanta and show people what it's like with Southern hospitality in Atlanta, all them niggas is coons in the South. I done seen that on YouTube. I just ain't. I'm waiting on these people to cancel Jay-Z. That's what I'm waiting on. They not finna cancel him. They not finna cancel him because he with Beyonce. These people are like damn near like a religion. There's a Beyonce-ism religion. They got a church out there in California for Beyonce. These people really worship this lady, the Black Madonna goddess, who she's supposed to be, right? That's what I'm saying. So I just, as I sit and look at the landscape and I survey the landscape of what I see right now going in America right now and in pop culture, I shake my damn head at these black celebrities. And I know you like, well, damn, nobody really takes them serious. I don't take them serious. And if you listen to this video, you might not take them serious. But I know cats that I used to get into it with cats about Jay-Z. Because I always, when I saw when he sold that team, when they sold his share of the team and it came out that he only owned a fraction of a percentage of the New Jersey Nets, I was like, this nigga been out here all these years. Everybody been bragging about how rich Jay-Z is and how he got part of the New Jersey Nets as if that's a part. Like this dude, come to find out, put up maybe what, $20,000-$30,000 out of his pocket to do it. It's like buying a Lamborghini or Ferrari or something. Like, why would you even? That ain't nothing to brag about. Why are you bragging about something like that? But that's what they did. And it's so many black people right now in the black community that will argue us down about why this is a good deal. Because any move Jay-Z make, when Jay-Z dropped the album, and it's just, I remember being at the barbershop getting into it with niggas by Jay-Z, because anything he does, they justify that shit. He like LeBron James. Anything he does is always right. It's always I'm like, and look, listen, let me say this. I don't mind the fact that Jay-Z did it. But just think 7 months ago, he was talking to Travis Scott, trying to talk him out of taking the Super Bowl. Think that his hypocritical ass was at the Super Bowl on the damn field. So what that looked like in Atlanta, he was in Atlanta on the field before the show, because his athletes that he represents, see, he does business with the NFL all the time. So that's why I'm not surprised that this deal got done, because he's already negotiating with a lot of the team's owners. Anyway, he's not, but his organization, his company is Rock Nation. So I'm not surprised that he did this deal. But a lot of people probably got their hearts broken by this, because everybody thinks that somehow kneeling for the national anthem and we don't support the NFL. I know a couple of YouTubers, I can name them, but I'm not. I know a couple of YouTubers that was heartbroken about Travis Scott doing it. They said, man, we can't rock with Travis Scott no more. Oh, so I guess you guys can't rock with Jay-Z no more either. Of course, he's a tool for the elite. Let off with him. Okay, Jay-Z lied to his own folks in Brooklyn to get the stadium. Thank you. Jay, go look it up, man. I forget the name of it. It's a show where Jermaine Dupri is interviewing Jay-Z, and sit up there and listen to the bullshit he was saying. He was selling. I think it's in 3 parts. It's on YouTube because I watched it about a month ago. It's on YouTube. Go watch it. Jay-Z sitting up there playing pool and shit and bragging about how much money he spent to put that damn team together. Just okay. Nothing wrong with being woke, just walking like you're talking. This is my thing. I think what is awake? First of all, when we talk about being awake, we're really just talking about being aware of the inner workings of our society and the dynamics and the ebb and flow of, just the politics in our community. I can be that. I don't like that phraseology because it's been bastardized, but I'll be that. I'll be woke. I'll be the guy that's paying attention to what's going on in society. I'll be that. But what I won't be is something that has been bastardized in the sense of, of something that presents something totally ignorant. You see what I'm saying? Because you can't be woke and ignore facts, because now you're not awoke. Now you're following a certain ideology. See what I'm saying? You can't be woke and ignore shit that Obama did. Like it's okay. Like motherfuckers is really mad at Trump and calling themselves woke because they mad at Trump. And see, nigga, I know what's going on. Stay woke. Okay, but then you turn around and you ain't have shit to say when Obama was in there. Some of these same people that I know, I'm not gonna say nothing because I don't want to get no shit. I don't want to go back and forth. But some of these same people that got a problem with Obama, that had a problem with Trump, don't got that same energy with Obama. And they don't got the same energy. They had that same energy when Travis Scott was doing the Super Bowl. Let's see if they had that same energy. These guys love and worship this guy. They look up to him. And I'm just being honest. To me, he ain't dropped a real, serious. I ain't liked him since the Black Album. I'm gonna be straight up. I ain't liked him since '03. Truth be told. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, man, it's a lot of, exactly, wokeness is just a term. Shit, let me hold on. My shit running hot. What the hell going on? It's running hot. Let me cool it down. Let's see. Let me turn this up because it's running hot. I wonder why my phone running hot. Just because I'm on the. All right, so like I say, man, ABL Kaepernick would suit up if the price is right. All that exactly, Kaepernick will suit up if the price is right. I have no doubt in my mind he will. That's my thing. I don't like the hypocrisy of all these hypocritical celebrities that's all trying to beat down. Exactly, the Black Album was his last serious album. And that's the thing. Like, these guys want you to march and protest, like my song and all. I want to be out here. I'm woke. I'm conscious. Okay, you woke, then you'll call out these Democrats on some of the bullshit they do too. If you ain't really serious, like, let's be honest. Talib Kweli's supposed to be woke. What Talib do? What is Talib Kweli doing? Talib Kweli is a great example of a guy who's woke when it's convenient. Conveniently woke. I'm woke when it comes to calling out racism in the Republican Party. But I'm not woke when it comes to calling out the bullshit that I see with black celebrities and with Hollywood and the homosexual shit that they pulling on us, with all the shit that they doing that trying to tell our kids they need to be transsexual and having gays come and read books to the kids and shit like that. Exactly. Like, Jay, to me, I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't trying to go into it because I know I went kind of deep yesterday with some of that. I don't even like the word Illuminati, but with some of the stuff I was pushing yesterday. But let's be honest. I mean, Jay-Z got a couple of deaths in his way too. You know what I mean? Jay-Z got a couple of deaths in his way too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some people say Aaliyah. I don't know. I think Aaliyah just died in a plane. I don't really think that was a sacrifice. But I'm just saying, there's a couple of chicks that's dead fooling around with Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I don't know, man. I want to see. Yeah, T.I.'s another one. T.I.'s another one. All these niggas that's really woke. My thing is, how you woke and you don't say shit about them selling drugs in your community? Oh, but you want to be because you want to be you want to ingratiate yourself with the streets. You still want to be a part of the streets. You still want to be cool with the streets. So you ain't gonna say nothing. You ain't gonna say nothing about the streets. You're not gonna say nothing about all the shit that we see going on in our communities and call these rappers out for some of the shit they pushing off on little kids. About Future saying he working with a Chicago rapper who was like 18 years old. And this guy said when he was in the 6th grade, he tried lean the first time because of Future. This is what the guy said. This is what Future said out his mouth. That he said he felt bad because he saw a kid in the 6th grade trying to lean because of him. Well, I mean, what do you expect? What's the purpose for and like stuff like this? They either just, if you gonna damn it, if that's what you about, don't be out here trying to talk all that political shit. And you know, maybe I take that back because we didn't have Twitter, we didn't have all this shit. I'm sure they would have probably felt like it was their duty to talk about some of this shit in the community today. So maybe I'll take that back. But I just think we need to not let celebrities and television raise our children. And we need to make sure that we are on top of the shit that's going on in our communities. Because I see right now, these niggas full of shit, man. That's real. A lot of these niggas full of shit. And Jay-Z is a good example. Jay-Z, my song, T.I., Killer Mike. You know what I'm saying? Killer Mike got a show on Netflix. Then he turned around talking about LGBT and feminism. And I'm like, wait a minute, dude. Like, you woke? What does woke mean? The most bastardized phrase I ever heard in my life is woke. Woke. Like, okay. I don't even know what it means no more. Damn, this thing keep on rotating. All right, let me see what y'all saying. So, well, T.I. can't say nothing about the ills of the community whilst profiting off it and selling. Exactly. Killer Mike, too. Oh, yeah. Killer Mike. Look at Killer Mike is condoning Jay-Z's deal. But I'm like, wait a minute, Killer Mike. Y'all was the ones telling me. And another thing, go look at, I was going to do a video about this shit, but I'm going to go there right quick before I go upstairs. And I probably ain't going to put it up. Another thing about these athletes, this is why you shouldn't really listen to people like this. I played basketball, right? From the time I was probably in the 7th grade to the time I graduated, I got out of college, went overseas. I wanted nothing more than to be a professional basketball player, right? And if I had made it to the league and was making 4, 5, 7 million, whatever, for me to then turn around and declare myself a slave is not only the most ignorant shit I ever seen in my life, it's also disrespectful to the suffering of what our ancestors went through. And when I see shit like that, When I see shit like that, it really pisses me off. How dare these black not rappers, but like these basketball players. I was listening to Miko Grimes. Miko Grimes is the wife of some guy that's a cornerback in the NFL, right? Miko Grimes is up here talking about, we professional athletes are slaves, this and that. And I'm sitting listening to like, what the fuck she get that from? I don't believe that shit. If you're a professional athlete, you ain't no motherfucking slave. Ain't nobody making you do shit. Stop it. Stop it. You're not a slave. You can quit anytime you want to. Anytime you want to, you can quit. You know how many people would kill to make just league minimum? 800, 700, whatever it is, 1.2. Like, come on, man. Come on. These are the people that lead us. People that's up here talking about, professional football players ain't nothing but slaves. And I'm like, okay, nigga, you played 4 years in the league. You made $800,000 a year. How are you a slave? You could have quit at any moment. That's not slavery. And I think it's an insult to the real shit that our ancestors went through for people to sit up here and say shit talking about, I'm a slave. I'm like, nigga, you ain't no damn slave. I saw somebody talking about, you can liken the NBA, NFL combine to a slave auction. Let me say something, man. These people had just been snatched from their kids, their family, they land. You ain't gonna ever see your family again. Women were having children and having them snatched literally from out of their arms, nursed to about 4 years old, and then take their child. Imagine, I got a 3-year-old son. I couldn't imagine somebody taking him from me and I never see him again. This is the type of shit that they did back then. See what I'm saying? They had your child like this. So for you to sit, where you think the term motherfucker comes from? That's a sex slave term. I ain't even go there. See, I don't want to go too deep with it, because it really is some real sick, twisted stuff. But what I'm telling you is, people, we gotta, like, when you listen to an athlete telling you something like that, I'm a slave, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. You only a slave if you want to be. I'm sorry. I know that's probably unpopular. I know I'm probably pissing some people off. But if I make Miko Grimes got into so much drama at the games, she got her husband traded. Exactly. Like, I'm just like, and that's the thing. Like, if you listen to the shit that she be saying, you be like, all she did, she just got a big mouth. She got a great husband who's a great ball player, and so she get to run her mouth. Because if her husband was a nigga barely hanging on to his position, they'd have been cut his ass. So that's the thing. She just so happened to marry a dude that was lucky. He kind of wound up becoming a great player. Hey, I don't think athletes are slaves. Thank you. Athletes are not slaves. They are compromised, are in a compromised position, a position to which they have a choice not to play the game. Big difference. I agree. I think that athlete. Listen, I'm not saying that everything they do in the NFL is right. I'm not taking the side of the team owners and stuff like that. But when you say slave, you really need to, that's a term we really shouldn't just like bastardize and use lightly. Like, I hear people all the time, black people quick to want to, man, you a slave. Look, man, you free. You can quit. I'm finna go back upstairs. I'm on a contract. What's up, JC? If I want to quit and say, you know what? I don't want to do this no more. I can get back. I'm my car on. I can turn this bitch off and ride and go straight to the house if I feel like it. Call, hey man, I don't think it's gonna work, man. And just ain't nobody stopping you from doing nothing. This is the thing you need to ask yourself. If these athletes feel like they are slaves, why aren't they aggregating? Or that's not even necessarily aggregating, but because you could take 3 or 4 of these NBA players and they got enough money to start a basketball league just off 1 year's salary. Just off the money that they get. These kids, Steph Curry, Chris Paul, LeBron James, James Harden, Kevin Durant, just them guys, what is that, 5? Just them 5 alone. You talking about what? About damn near 30 million each. You can take 150 million 1 year and start an NFL or NBA league if they really want to. Like, I just listened to Nick Cannon a few minutes ago. Nick Cannon made a good point. Y'all know I don't like him either. I don't like none. But Nick Cannon made a point. Nick Cannon said, man, he said right now it ain't like it was back in the 90s. He said when Tupac died, rappers wasn't really having a lot of money like that. It was just, you can count on one hand the people that even had millions for real. He said, man, now everybody's getting money. He said, we can change our communities. We don't need anybody anymore. We can come into our communities and change our community. Nick Cannon said that. He said, if 2 or 3 guys come together, they can change everything, at least in certain parts and segments. LeBron James can start his own league. It won't even miss him just with his shoe money. We ain't even talking about his contract money. Just with the shoe money. Steph Curry getting $30 million. He got part ownership in Under Armour, man. It's time out for us as a people, looking up to these celebrities and not really looking at, like, I'm not saying you can't admire them for their sports and what they do on the court or field or whatever. But let's stop listening to them when it comes to sports. Let's start listening to rappers as it pertains to politics and what we're going to do and how we're going to mobilize and stuff like that. Let's stop doing that, because I think it's kind of become pretty self-evident that a lot of these guys are hypocrites and full of shit. Jay-Z, the rappers, all of them. I don't want to hear LeBron James talk about Donald Trump. The only celebrity I ever saw that had some balls was Lupe Fiasco. He the only one that really called out Obama. Lupe Fiasco was the only one. When he from Chicago, and a lot of people in Chicago disowned him because Lupe was like, man, wait a minute, man, y'all, you president and you bombing and blowing up people over there and so and so killing kids. And Lupe Fiasco actually called out Obama. He the only one I seen. It's not bold. Any Republican gets in, the liberal white establishment owned by, them same group of people I was talking about in my other video, that liberal white establishment, that with that oligarchy we was talking about yesterday, air quotes, y'all know who I'm talking about. That group of people, it's certain people they don't like. So they don't like the conservative because the conservative has more of a religious, or should I say Christian, Judeo-Christian. They don't like that. So anything even remotely getting close to that is going to be shunned by white liberals. So they're going to activate LeBron James and all of them to make sure you keep you niggas in line. These niggas are actually people brokers. They just like Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson. They broker us people. When it was cool and advantageous, they offered us up to all these liberal organizations so that they can get some money. The LGBT and the feminist this and the illegal immigrant this. That's what Colin Kaepernick did. Go on his website. Most of the people that defend Colin Kaepernick have never been to Kaepernick 7, ever. Go look on Kaepernick 7. I guarantee you, if you are woke for real, when I say woke for real, if you like, I'm gonna put it like this, if you house of consciousness woke, like that type of woke, the very essence of it, coming from like Sarnetta's type stuff, if you one of those types of people, go look at Colin Kaepernick website. You can't rock with a brother like that, pushing that type of stuff off on the black community. That stuff is anti-family that he's pushing. LGBT and all the type of stuff. You can't be pro-black and go on Kaepernick website and support what he's pushing. You can't be. You see what I'm saying? So ask yourself before you just go out here and get some sort of give love to these people, man. I don't think, like I said, man, I just don't think that a lot of these black athletes and celebrities they really don't have our best interests at heart, man. It's a quarter after. I gotta take my ass to the back upstairs. I'm gonna read these comments later, man. I know y'all was coming up. Glad to have y'all on board. And by the way, I got a couple of questions yesterday. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this for a second. I got my class I'm teaching. My class is nightly, Monday through Thursday, 8:30 p.m. and it's also on Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. And the class, it takes about an hour and a half. I teach database development, stuff like that. If you're trying to do that, that's it, man. What did he say? If you're not building or rebuilding your own black neighborhood, then you're not pro-black. Dropping some fire up in there, homie. Future society, you dropping some fire. That's what I'm talking about. You can't be pro-black if you're not building. As much as these celebrities are complaining, and I hate to go back off on a tangent for a second, but I had to because he pushed me back into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you cannot be pro-black and be pushing the agenda and pushing the stuff that these guys are doing and saying the things they're saying and not about independence. And see, say what you will about, black people from the old celebrities back in the day. They could go, like, you can say what you will about Sugar Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali, different stuff. These guys had businesses and were doing things in their community. It was under segregation. These guys had a vibrant community, family, everything was intact. Where you could see where they could actually talk like that and say the things they were saying because the community was in a position to do certain things. We had certain things in our community. Now these guys they don't have that. A lot of these guys now don't have that stuff. So when they talk, they're not even trying to build towards that. So how in the hell are you pro-black? Like that baffles me. You know what I'm saying? I would like if you guys get the likes up. I never say that. But what the hell? Because I'm at like 20%. You know what I'm saying? But it just baffles me. These guys ain't really pushing for real, true black economic empowerment. These niggas is just high paid employees. And so when I hear them talking about they a slave, quit, nigga. If you pay me, I'm gonna be real with you. If you pay me $50 million between shoe contract and a basketball contract, you ain't gonna ever hear me talking about I'm a slave. That shit ain't gonna ever come out my mouth. I'm gonna own shopping centers, malls, apartment complexes. And I'm talking about these dudes making this shit for 5, 6, 10 years. You get one contract and you get another contract. These dudes will over the course of their life go make $500 million. Easy. These new players like Zion Williamson, Zion already got he gonna get a nice Jordan contract. He got a Jordan shoe contract. Then he's gonna rake in the money in NBA. He's gonna get all types of endorsement. By the time Zion retires, 15, 20 years from now, Zion will have made probably over $1 billion throughout his career. If he's just a 25, 30 point a game guy, which ain't much for a guy like him. If he gets 25 points a game and he's an all-star and he messes around win a cup, you know how much money this brother, they gonna be them throwing $1 billion in his direction. Like we gotta start holding these athletes and celebrities accountable for the resources they getting thrown their way. Don't be coming trying to sell me no bill of goods, talking about no damn boycott the NFL. Then when the shit benefits you doing business. I don't want to hear that shit, man. That's real. Let me go, man. Stay up, man. I see y'all.